Today we're washing the second largest tractor ever made by John Deere. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today is the day we're gonna get the last of our equipment washed up from this spring. So first things first, gonna back out my 9620R here, get that hosed off. Before we can wash it, we gotta get all the hydraulics off here from the digger, because we won't be using this field cultivator again. Hopefully, at least, till next spring. I got everything unhooked. Should be able to pull the pin out, but gonna try backing up a little bit. That way that pin will pop right out. Unfortunately, there is no automatic car wash for big, large tractors like this, so just a little bit of hot water in the power washer. Gotta shine that thing up like it's new. You might be thinking, Matthias, why do you even bother washing off this tractor knowing that in less than 60 days it's gonna be running again, get all dirty and grimy again? Well, let me show you a reason why. You see all these hydraulic lines and electrical connections back here? Well, a lot of times, if there's a leak, it's a lot easier to spot if this is cleaned out and there's no dirt back in here. And down here where the motor is, with all this dust buildup and some of the corn stalks that will be running in this fall, with how dry it could be, there's just greater risk for a fire. So we want to get as much of this fine dust and corn stalk residue out of here. That way there's no concerns of having a fire with this tractor. Bits of soil and dirt off the tractor. She's now clean as a whistle. I looked in the book, doesn't look like we got to change any oil filters. Just will have to grease it this fall and check the air tire pressure in it, and she'll be ready to roll. This is truly the second largest size tractor John Deere has ever made. And I say that because it's a 9620R. And the 620 means there's 620 horsepower in this bad boy. And currently they make a 640, which means there's one size larger that has 20 extra horsepower. Gotta get the cab wiped down, vacuumed out, just get everything nice and clean. That way when our guys are running it this fall, everything's clean and gonna be ready to go. There's definitely something to be said about getting inside a nice clean tractor at the beginning of the fall. For me, it's always makes it nicer when you're trying to eat in here, clean up behind yourself. When you start with clean, it's easier to end with clean. So that's why I'm taking the time now to clean out the inside of the cab. That way when I run it or any of our part-time help runs it, They got a nice clean cab to sit in and don't feel dirty all the time. I get sick of looking at this seat and seeing this dirty plastic cover on it, so I'm going to significantly hurt the resale value on this tractor, but I'm going to take this seat cover off just to make it look a little bit cleaner in here. And I'll even be the first one to get to sit on this brand new leather that's 2 years old. Here's what I got the interior looking like now. Nice and clean. Leather's nice and clean. The windows are darn near spotless. Another thing I got to do to get this tractor ready for this fall is I got to take off this adapter hitch. So this reduces a category 4 down to a category 3. The dumb thing is that field cultivator is only category 3, but our ripper and our chisel plow are both category 4. So I just got to use this for the spring.
We have to take that off?
Yeah. Got the receiver off. Well, that's my collection here. Unfortunately, a couple years ago, we couldn't find one of them, so now we ended up with 3 of these adapter harnesses. Just got the tractor backed into the shed here and remembered that there's 2 other things that I want to get done to this tractor and ready before this fall. The first one is a little bit tedious, and that's I got all of our guidance lines on this USB stick for all of our farms. So since we work every field at a little bit different angle in the fall and spring, depending on which way the farm lays, whether north and south or east and west, I have figured out which angle I'm going to work each farm this fall. That way, when our hired guys start to run this thing, the computer will automatically pop up with the guidance line they need. They can just punch it in. The benefit of using the USB and importing these guidance lines as well as the boundaries for the farms is when we have hired guys come run it for the fall, they won't have to come in here and punch the degrees of angles for each line, and it'll automatically have which guidance line I want assigned to each farm in the display. And it's easy for them to pick because they'll just come up here, select the location, and then choose across all of the farm names, and it'll sort them in a category list of which ones they're closest to. For this, I got a letter in the mail along with some stickers saying that I got to put these stickers here under the hood that says before you begin to service anything under the hood, make sure it's all the way up. So I just got to slap these stickers on that John Deere sent me through the mail. There we go. We should be good now on that sticker that we added to the outside. So we'll pop the hood back down. And that's going to be about it for today. We got the tractor washed up and cleaned out. Got the guidance lines in there. Put these little stickers that John Deere sent us on there. So all in all, this thing's 99% ready to go for this fall. That's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much everyone for watching, and we'll see ya in the next one.